Springtime is upon us, people, which means another Scooby-Doo reboot is knocking on the door. My name's Deadman, and today me and Ace and CJ are going to review the first two episodes of Velma, one of the absolute worst cartoons I've ever actually seen in my entire life. Now, before we even get started, we actually have to talk about what we liked about the show. Alright, well, okay, so for one, the animation is good. I'll give them that. Like the little things wherever Velma's having a panic attack, the animation is actually pretty good. The dead mother plot point is interesting, and the only reason I'm going to keep watching this, and I like what they're doing with the parents, like how the parents are kind of just more traditional views of the characters. Like, I'll give them that much.
I liked when it was over. God damn, nothing hit like when that credit screen rolled.
Ace, anything you liked? All right, fair enough. Now, let's get to the character. Before we even get to the plot, we got to get to the character revamps first. Like, for one, what the fuck is going on with any of them? But let's start with Fred. What even?
He is a bitch.
I'm just saying, he's just a rich, privileged little femboy who stuck up his own ass. And I just don't... Like, dude's so pampered that he hasn't even gone through puberty because his body has not found a reason to. It's creative in one of the most worst ways possible.
Upsies!
Yeah, that joke, who's laughing at that? Like with the mom, cutties, or upsies, who's supposed to find me whoever laughed at that? And also the little weird, like, small dick jokes, and this is an implied 15-year-old. Come on, man.
Oh, God.
I'm going to hold...
That was the most uncomfortable opening scene I've ever seen in my goddamn life. The moment you told me they're supposed to be 15, I literally looked away from the screen like, okay, I've never been so uncomfortable starting a Scooby-Doo show in my life. Why have you done this to me?
I'm going to keep my thing until the end because it sort of applies to all of them, but it mostly applies to Fred. I'm absolutely so viscerally mad.
Alright, now, for Daphne, high-class Daphne is still high-class. It's just that now it's like they made the most forced mean girl I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I don't understand half... The reasons... In this one, the reasons for the preppy kids to be getting on the nerds doesn't make half any fucking sense. You know, I'm actually saying nerds. I think Velma's actually the only nerd in this fucking show. She's the only one that's shown on that side of the high school spectrum here.
Well, when I look at Daphne, the only thing I could think was, when did she become Asian? I did not think they were going to be doing something like that. Yes, I'm just sitting there like, oh, it's Daphne. And then next thing you know, yeah, I'm half Asian or I'm full age. I can't remember what the fuck they said.
She's full Asian. She's just adopted by Wanda Sykes and someone, I don't know.
I'll leave Daphne alone because realistically, she never had a personality before this.
You don't know, that's the worst part. I think she's one of the best characters out of the three.
Yeah, she's the best character out of the three because there was literally nothing to mess up.
How do you mess that up? All right, now we all have our opinions on Norville, but we actually... Let me hit Velma first. So, see, this Velma Dinkley is Indian because we love our self-inserts, Mindy. And what do I get you want your main character to be three-dimensional and not just one trait, but what the hell is going on here? Like, the race swap character hates race swap characters. She pokes fun at the fans who think she's a lesbian. She's making, like, Me Too movement cancel jokes. She's horny for literally everybody except the one person who wants her. What's going on?
Well, supposedly only person who wants her.
Yeah, quote unquote.
That changed quickly.
Again, no real it's like the Spider-Man effect. What reason do we have for everyone to hate her? Like, what did she do?
Well, we know her mom.
Oh, yeah, her mom. What? We're doing spoilers. Nobody clicked on this video unless they already watched it. Her mom's dead, and death is a mystery. That's the big mystery in this one.
Is she dead, or did she just run away and never came back?
Actually, yeah, never confirmed that she's dead. You're right.
Wait. This is me. This might be Deadman's video, but it's my attack. I am personally on my way to find Mindy. She's gotten away with it for too long. She needs to answer for her crimes.
And then needs to write the
Sweet Christ, she can't keep getting away with it. This is the worst Velma depiction I've ever seen, which is actually impressive because Velma has been messed up before. Like, they have actually made that character like pretty incorrectly before. But gosh dang it, none of it has ever been as bad as this. So this is a personal declaration of war to Mindy. You, I would like to actually throw hands. Why do they keep giving you projects? Who is in charge here?
Just this character, this Velma is like a Mary Sue in the worst possible way. Like,
is it Mary Sue?
Kind of like the way she sometimes is knocking on incel culture, she's knocking on cancel culture, she's knocking on women and men and gays and straight. Like, her personality is whatever she needs to fit that exact scene. Like, if she's talking to a lesbian in this scene, then she's dissing the lesbians. If she's talking to a rich white man in this scene, then she's ditching the rich white man.
Oh, that explains those scenes when she was trying to do the earn the $500.
Yeah.
Her thing is that like the weird meta commentary is just super annoying because it's not realistically funny in any context. It's just there, and it's there for the entire show. It's not, they're not jokes. They're just weird meta commentaries.
The 420
specifically, weirdly enough, like they were attacking every single group that they could think of. Anyone who could possibly be watching this show, they wanted to personally attack you.
I understand if you want to go for like the Family Guy or the South Park thing, where it's just we're gonna diss everyone so nobody has room to complain, and I'll commend you for it. Bold move, but if you're gonna come, you gotta come correct. Not looking at the camera and being like, "Hey, fuck adults who watch cartoons." In this adult-themed cartoon.
Second thing that I will have to revisit later is the point of the entirety of this show is just every other adult cartoon, but worse. Like, legitimately, like, Mindy was trying to steal jokes from every other adult cartoon and every other, like, she was trying to steal themes from all of them and just didn't know how to do it. She just dropped the ball on literally all of them. Is that the joke? Is that the meta commentary? That, like, you don't like adult cartoons? Because then it would make sense. Is that it? Did I crack the code? You're just the weirdest hater I've never met?
Self-hatred. You forced a bunch of people who love animation to work on something that hates animation. It's cruel.
So before y'all continue on, but this is supposed to be an adult cartoon. If that is the case, most of the pictures we've seen of Scooby-Doo have been of them old enough to be by themselves. Yes, driving around, going all over the place, and nobody questioned it. Probably between the ages, let's say at least 18 to probably their early 20s, right?
Yes.
If you're making an adult show, why did you revert them from adult to literal kids?
Children. We can't avoid it. We gotta do this Shaggy nonsense. Or should I just say Black Mordecai? Because what the hell?
All I gotta say is this. For him, to me, okay, he was likable. It's just that he was literally, they just wanted to make a simp incarnated, and that just ended up being, I can't remember his name. That just ended up being him.
Like I said,
as a character, outside of those moments of dealing with Velma, very likable, very reasonable. But the moment Velma comes into the picture, it's like, oh God, why? Why are you saying these things? And why are you putting yourself through these things?
You're
like the whole scene with he basically was saying, now, granted, I'm not defending Velma in any form or fashion, but it's just like, when he said that thing of, like,
you're the main character in all my dreams.
No, the first one. What was the first one?
What did he say? Your face is what gets me up in the morning?
Yeah. Okay, that one I guess you could kind of see as a joke, but then the rest of them, it should have been like a red flag saying, what? First off, okay, actually, I take that back. Why are you thinking about somebody first thing in the morning unless you like them or some shit? So, never mind.
Like, it's like, again, back to the Spider-Man thing. Anytime your main character is a man, they make it drive. I might sneeze in a second. I feel it coming. But they make it drive home that nobody likes him. He's a geek. Only his family likes him. He's a nerd. He has no friends except maybe one person, one other dorky guy. But every time there's a female character who's supposed to be like a nerd hated, there's always one simp. Like, there's always that one person who sees her the way she wants everyone to see her, and it's just not good enough. And Jesus Christ, man.
You want to know what's crazy is everyone sort of like hates the concept of like characters that are put into like pander, right? Like everyone hates that. They're like, "Oh yeah, you don't actually like it when people race swap characters." This is the most egregious I have ever thought that was. And what makes it worse is that he's not really race swap. Yeah, he's black, but it doesn't come up in any aspect. It doesn't matter that he's black. They could have literally made him any effing skin color. It wouldn't have mattered. It's not a plot point. All that matters is that he's aggressively simping for Mindy.
Wait.
Velma.
I'm sorry.
I refuse to acknowledge
something.
that's Velma.
I just thought about something.
Yes.
So while we still on this character, he just got hard rejected by the girl that he liked for who knows how many times. Who knows what time this is?
Wouldn't call that rejected. It was never really up the bat. Couldn't strike out if you were never really up the bat. But go ahead.
Okay, fair point. But so now the question is, what's going to happen to this man now? And I just thought about something. We don't know. Okay, has they confirmed that Scooby's not going to show up?
Basically.
Because okay, they basically
saying that because this is an adult show, we can't have a wacky talking animal.
Well, if that is the case, I was just going to be like, okay, they're literally about to make this man get a dog. And that's just going to be with him at all times.
Wouldn't that be
now.
nice if he got a dog and then he finally did drugs, and while he's on drugs, the dog sort of just looks and talks like Scooby, to where he's the only one that understands him.
That'd be the most creative thing in the show yet, now wouldn't it?
Look, and I get when it comes to Shaggy's character, part of the joke is that he's never confirmed smoking weed. Like he never looks at the camera and says, "I do pot" or "I'm high right now." Your kids assume he's just sort of like that. So I understand whether or not you're gonna straight up show this dude with a joint in his mouth or some shit. But the fact that he actually looks dead at the camera and says, "I hate drugs."
Don't want drugs.
What is this supposed to be? Y'all pandering to black people here? Because we can't make him black and have him be a drug addict. That's wrong. That's the character. What are you talking about? And if they're gonna keep going with that plot point, like he hates drugs and everyone that does drugs, but he just keeps finding himself surrounded by him, that's kind of funny. I kind of like that. Like whenever he was about to get shot, but he turns out all his viewers are just the local drug addicts. That's kind of funny. I'll give you that. But that's going to run out of steam real quick if y'all don't have him actually get high with them at some point.
Second declaration of war that I am making to whoever is voicing Norval. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your life is about. I don't care how much money they offered you. I'm going to find you. You need to be punished. You need to answer for your crimes. I am tired of you getting away with it.
What are you doing?
How could you accept this role? I'm coming. Don't run. I will find you.
Sam Richardson.
That's all that I needed.
What is his name?
Sam Richardson. Let me see if he's been in anything else. Oh, I know that dude. He was in the second Hocus Pocus. I rather like that character in that awful movie. And
well, then unfortunate because you'll never get a third one with him.
I think I've seen him.
Now moving on to the synopsis of this show. Let me just go ahead and say it out. What is with the fetish play? How is the first scene a shower scene with 15 to 16-year-old girls fighting each other and shit? And they actually make cracks about like, what's all this nudity? What's all the nudity in teen drama shows? And that is like that one girl, Becky, whatever her name is like, no, I actually like the nudity. I think you all like it. And you're just pretending. All right, writers, I got answers. I got questions now.
You wanna know what's funny? That was probably more foreshadowing than anything, but I was so turned off from the show. I didn't even think about it. They literally did the scene. They did that in the first episode. In the first scene. And guess what was the last scene in the second episode?
Them making out with the rubbing on each other and the moaning. Come on, man. I don't want to think about that. That's not the thing I want to be reminded of. That people that young or that I don't want. And then the stepmom scene. The maternal picture scene. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, God, that was awful. That was god awful.
10 minutes in and there's a naked woman on the kitchen table posing, and not the maternity pictures are bad, but it's so clearly fetishized to the point where the baby's like sticking its face out through the imprint and like posing with her. What kind of disgusting ass? Although again, back to the animation, that one scene where she's trying to solve a mystery and the ghost starts attacking her, and it's like you see it enter from her hand, like her veins and like pumping through her body, and it gets in her, it blinds her and covers her nose and ears. I do like that. Like the visual representation of a panic attack That's what I like to see. If like you can tell, even though the writers clearly hate adult animation, the animators were still popping off.
Look. We will carry this show. Y'all, oh God, this is the worst thing I've ever had to work on. Whoa. Trying to crack every single knuckle in my body.
They tried to move, and there was like a handcuff, a chain to the table. He said, "Nah, you ain't going nowhere, boy.
You ain't going nowhere, boy. Get back here and work.
Get drawing. Make him look cute. Make him look hot." The teenager, sir? Did I stutter?
Did I stutter?
All right, we're getting close to the time limit, though. Anybody want any last notes? Anybody want to wrap it up?
All right, yeah, I got this.
This show is absolute dog water. I cannot stress this enough. It's a character assassination on every character in Scooby-Doo. You might think that I'm joking. No, I mean that 100%. Every single character is so far removed from any character, any version of Scooby-Doo that has ever existed prior.
That's all I gotta say. I'll try my best to get these two idiots back for whenever we do like maybe a weekly thing. I know there's new episodes every Wednesday or Thursday or something, but
no, you'll never catch me again.
Oh, you'll be back. It's cute. It's cute that you think you have a choice. It's
fuck
adorable.
you.
It's adorable. Both of you. You're strapped to the chair.
Anime.
You're strapped to the chair. It's hard to.
No, bro. You ain't got me like the animators. I'm free. I'm gone.
I'll give you that statement.
All right then. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, that's it. King of the Dead signing off.